Has counsel? Counsel?
Can I say something real quick?
No.
Mr. Moore, please don't say anything at all. This is your attorney speaking. I'm doing my job. I want to protect you. Okay, Your Honor, we did ask.
Yeah, I moved from the houses. I moved from the houses where y'all trying to escape.
Mr. Moore, please don't say anything. I'm trying to get you out of there. Just let me do my job for your own protection.
I'm sorry. I'm just scared. My bad.
Your Honor, we did.
I didn't shot too. I got a wound.
Mr. Moore.
I'm just trying
Mr. Moore, how many times do I have to tell you to be quiet?
You never said be quiet. I thought that was my lawyer.
Okay, I'm telling you now to be quiet. And your attorney's doing a great job for you, and you may mess it up.
Hey, Your Honor.
Yes.
Your Honor, I needed a moment to speak to my sergeant. Is it all right if I speak to my sergeant before I get back to you?
Your sergeant?
Yeah, all the count that's on me today, it's not really supposed to. I need to talk to my sergeant before, so that you have a better understanding of what actually happened and to be charging me.
I don't understand what you're. Counsel, you have an attorney. Counsel, there is no driving, period. Is that understood? You're not to drive any motor vehicle. Well,
Can you leave home, Judge?
no, I don't want him driving any vehicles.
I think he drove his car here.
Well, he can have somebody come and get the vehicle. If I had concerns about him being on the roadway, if I didn't have concerns, I wouldn't have imposed a condition. It's alleged, as APA stated, that he hit an individual with his car. And then after she indicated, yelled out, yeah, he hit me. You hit me. He continued to drive the car, hitting her again. He hit the individual allegedly twice with the car and then made a callous statement about even hitting the individual. So no, I do not want Mr. New on the road at all, period. No driving.
Welcome to a special feature right from the heart of the Detroit County Jail, where court proceedings can take some unexpected turns. Our first case takes us back in time, revisiting a defendant who disregarded counsel's advice and couldn't resist speaking out in court, despite the warnings from his attorney. And then we dive into a fresh case featuring another defendant adamant about expressing himself before the judge, even against the guidance of his lawyer. He keeps yelling about wanting to speak to his sergeant, which leads me to believe he might be an officer of some kind. But isn't that more reason why he should know anything he says or does can be used against him? As the stage shifts to the last defendant, facing grave charges involving a motor vehicle, the stakes are high. The judge seems determined to keep him far away from the road, indicating the severity of the allegations. Will any of these defendants be receiving a bond today? Stay tuned to find out.
Okay. And what's his name, Ms. Shai?
The house is Perryman, Antonio Perryman.
Antonio Perryman.
Number 12.
Okay. Hi, Zoom user. This is what's your name?
Jason Lawson.
Hi. Yes. Yeah, Zoom user. What's your name? With the Michigan State T-shirt.
Jason Lofton.
Jason Lofton.
Jason Lofton.
Okay, you need to be interviewed. All right, 1 second.
Okay.
And wait till the council's in, put them in a break.
All right, and thank you. What's your name again, sir?
Kevin Moore.
Kevin Moore. All right.
Shot got open. That could be infected. I did not run from you guys. I didn't know you sent something for me. I thought I'd beat the case until y'all
Mr. Moore, this is your.
That is Lofton. Zoom.
Please don't say anything at all.
Said that DP, they're using their phone at the hospital.
Right.
He's supposed to be in a waiting room.
Please don't say anything, okay?
Okay.
Just let the court do their job, okay?
Huh. I had. Okay. I don't have him in the waiting room. I've got Lofton, who's a Zoom user.
Right.
And I've got the hearings person, but nobody in the Wayne County jail. Okay. Okay. Mr. Moore?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yes. Before we go to your main matter, first of all, state your full name for the record.
Kevin Tavon Moore.
All right. You have some traffic matters in which you missed your court date. KPS were issued in the matter for your failure to appear. We're going to set aside the warrant and the not guilty plea will be entered. You're going to get a personal bond, no amount of each of the tickets, and they are ticket number P1382222. That on August 24, 2022, you drove a license not valid or proper license, and no insurance misdemeanor. You have a right to remain silent in these matters. Anything you say can and may be used against you. You have a right to a counsel. If you can't afford one will be appointed for you. Do you understand that?
But where did I get a ticket from? I didn't start driving till this year.
August 24, 2022.
Okay, I'll just deal with it in court. It don't ring a bell to me.
Okay. Give me one moment.
What charge?
Your court date on those matters, you have a pretrial August 10th, 2023 via Zoom in front of Judge Wagner. That's for your tickets.
Okay.
Now for your main matter, your more serious matter, calling case number 200-55967. People of the state of Michigan versus Kevin Moore. Appearances, please.
Samuel Ragnan, for the people, Your Honor.
Okay, it looks like Mr. Moore failed to appear for his preliminary examination in front of Judge King, and the $10,000 cash surety bond was ordered. Has counsel?
Can I say something real quick?
No.
Mr. Moore, please don't say anything at all. This is your attorney speaking. I'm doing my job. I want to protect you. Okay, Your Honor, we did ask.
Yeah, I'm moving from the houses. I'm moving from the houses where y'all trying to send us.
Mr. Moore, please don't say anything. I'm trying to get you out of there. Just let me do my job for your own protection.
I'm sorry. I'm just scared. My bad.
Your Honor, we did.
I didn't shot too. I got a wound.
Mr. Moore.
I'm just trying
Mr.
to
Moore, how many times do I have to tell you to be quiet?
You never said be quiet. I thought I was my lawyer.
Okay, I'm telling you now to be quiet. Your attorney's doing a great job for you, and you may mess it up.
I thought I just get to talk to my attorney. I'm not used to this. I'm sorry.
Okay, no. Okay, listen to me, and please let your attorney do her job. Okay. All right. Thank you. Go ahead, Ms. Shive.
Because he has no felonies, he has family ties and community ties. We did go and reach out to Judge Judgebryant. Did agree to for a $10,000 personal bond. We did make sure that the people had no objection to that. In my decision, Your Honor. So at this time, we just agreed to change the bond to $10,000 personal one.
Okay, thank you. Were there any other conditions besides that from Judge Sabri? Mr. Ragnar?
We're in agreement with the $10,000 personal bond.
Okay. Mr. Moore, listen to me. Your attorney has argued well on your behalf, and you're going to give you, the court's going to impose a $10,000 personal bond in this matter. You're not, as a condition. I'm sorry.
I said, do personal mean like a free bond until like I do something that's 10,000 again? I'm just curious.
Ms. Shive, can you answer that for him?
I got brain damage.
It's okay, sir. I know. He did get shot and he's going through. Okay, sir, listen to me. Personal bond means you don't pay any money to go home today, okay? But if you do not show up to any of your court dates, you're gonna pass them out. So please let the court do their job so they can get you on your way, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Moore, you have a $10,000 personal bond. As a condition of that bond, you're not to possess any handguns, firearm, or other dangerous weapons. You understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, your next court date, you have a probable cause conference July 21st in front of Judge Sabree, and you have a right to preliminary examination July 28th in front of Judge Sabree as well. Do you have any questions regarding your bond condition, and or court dates?
About my court date, I have questions about my court date. Because I feel like I missed my court date because you're not updating my address. You did. Okay, be quiet. Your next court date, probable cause conference via Zoom, July 21st. Right to preliminary examination, July 28th. I know you missed your prior court date. That's why we're here today. Your attorney did a great job. Just listen. Your attorney did a great job in arguing for a personal bond, which he explained to you, correct? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So any
thank you.
Yes. Okay. Any further questions regarding your court dates and our bond conditions?
No, I just want to update my address so I make sure I get them. I normally leave here with it, but I have brain.
We have that. She has that. She has that.
She has my old address. That's when I just came to jail. They had my old address. I don't know if they got the new address from the jail. I don't live on Blackstone, North Corning.
Mr. Moore, you spoke to an attorney this morning, correct?
Yeah, but you're a girl. I spoke with a man.
And you live on Kenosha and Oak Park, correct? Do not say the house address because you're live on YouTube, but that's the address you live at now, correct? That's the address you provided about an hour.
From nobody, but that's where I live at.
Griffith, good afternoon. Mr. Griffith, you're here on case 230600073, People State of Michigan versus Deontay Lamar Griffith, appearance for the people.
Edwin Sawaki, P54828, Your Honor.
Jessica Shag on behalf of Mr. Griffith, who is for more reading, understands his constitutional rights, and stands mute.
Good afternoon. Court waived formal reading under plea of not guilty. Mr. Griffith, the court scheduling 2 court dates, sir. You must attend both of them. Probable cause conference via Zoom on November the 30th, 8:30, 36th District Court, Judge Sabree. You have a right to a preliminary examination in person December the 7th, 8:30, 36th District Court, Judge Sabree. Understood, Mr. Griffith?
Hey, Your Honor.
Yes.
Your Honor, I needed a moment to speak to my sergeant. Is it all right if I speak to my sergeant before I get back to you?
Your sergeant?
Yeah, all the count that's on me today, it's not really supposed to. I need to talk to my sergeant before, so that you have a better understanding of what actually happened and to be charging me.
I don't understand what you're. Counsel, you have an attorney. Counsel, what do you? Counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Griffith, anything you say right now can and will be used against you. Prosecutors are in the room. AP is on Zoom. The judge is on the record. It's live. It's on YouTube. Anything you say right now can and will be used against you. So I'm going to ask you to exercise your right to remain silent. That's for your own protection. Today's purpose is arraignment. We're going to have you stand mute and ask the judge to enter a plea of not guilty for you. So, at this time, I'm going to respectfully ask you to please not say anything at all, because anything you say is going to harm you, okay? And it can and will be used against you.
All right, Jessica, I just wanted to see if I could speak to my sergeant. That way, I need just a little more time so my sergeant can explain to you that.
Is your sergeant your attorney? Stop, Mr. Griffin. Is your sergeant your attorney?
No, I'm sorry, Judge. It's definitely not my attorney. I just needed more time.
Well, today's your arraignment. If that's not your attorney, then today's your arraignment. You'll have a chance afterwards to speak with them. Counsel, are you requesting this matter go forward, or what are you asking for, counsel?
Just a little more time.
Your client's asking. Stop, Mr. Griffin. Go ahead, counsel.
Your Honor, we're ready to proceed with the arraignment. My client stands mute.
Okay. Court, well, and you're waiving formal reading, and he's been advised of his constitutional rights. Is that correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Griffin, stop playing with your beard, please. Put your hands down by your side. Court waive formal reading, enter plea of not guilty. Scheduling 2 court dates, Mr. Griffin. You must attend both. You have a probable cause conference via Zoom November the 30th. That's Thursday, 8:30, 36th District Court, Judge Sabri. Mr. Griffin, please stop playing with your beard, sir. You have a right to a preliminary examination in person, December the 7th, 8:30, 36th District Court, Judge Sabri. Enter plea of not guilty. Mr. New, the court scheduling 2 court dates. You must attend both. Probable cause conference via Zoom November the 29th, Wednesday, 8:30, 36th District Court, Judge Jefferson. You have a right to a preliminary examination in person, December the 6th, following Wednesday, 8:30, Judge Jefferson. November 29th and December 6th. Understood, Mr. New? Do you understand?
Do you understand those dates?
Yeah, she gonna write it down for me.
Okay, but you understand you must attend, yes?
Do you understand that you have to go to court on those dates?
Okay, not guilty. Please enter as the bond from the people. That's the bond from the people.
Senator, this is a very assaultive manner. Parking in front of their home on the street. When the mother was back guiding the daughter who was backing her, the defendant pulled his vehicle in at a high rate of speed, hitting the mother in the leg, right leg. When she screams out, "Hey, you hit me!" Then yell, "I don't give a Senator, I don't go in that courtroom." And with that, continue to push his car into the space and hit her a second time in the leg. So obviously he didn't care, as he stated, and he had total disregard for what he did. The complainant told the police she was going to seek medical attention because her leg hurt. The defendant, 7 years old, and God bless him. The point of it is, Your Honor, is that back on 1722, he had assault against murder, weapons, felony, firearm dismissed, 423, A&B dismissed, 422, 23, A&B dismissed. And I don't know the reasons for the dismissal, Your Honor. I'm just saying, though, he's been charged, at least, and has gone to court on a number of assaulted matters. And we're asking for $25,000 personal bond, and with him to have a GPS tether with home arrest, and not have any contact with this man.
Thank you.
So, of course, we have no objection to the personal bond. I don't see what the GPS tether is when you accomplished. It looks like the incident is alleged occurred at Mr. Lee's house. Stay at home where this allegedly happened. I don't get the tether, but I have no objection to personal bond. I'm representing Mr. some other cases he has. Frankly, is having some very serious trouble with his neighbors, but he does not miss court. Mr. Newton, he doesn't have the capacity to do too many things over Zoom and over the telephone and all that. So he comes down to court like he's supposed to. I'm asking the court for personal bond. I'm asking the court not to impose a GPS tether. I don't know what that would accomplish.
Thank you.
As it pertains to this case.
Thank you.
One clarification, the complainant was trying to park in front of her house at the address of 5228. Mr. New lives at 5218. So these 3 reports says that they were parking. Yeah, just a clear. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. New, listen to the court, sir. I've heard advocacy from both parties. Your attorney has done a very good job on your behalf, as always, representing you. And I've taken into consideration the nature of this charge. You surrendered yourself. You came down to court to address this allegation that's taken into consideration. This is a very serious allegation, Mr. New, and I've reviewed the investigator's report. That's an assaultive allegation where there is apparent likelihood of conviction. And can take into consideration the ties to the community, lack of capious history, that you surrendered yourself, to the court. The court is going to follow the people's recommendation in part in that you're going to be released on a $25,000 personal bond. During this bond, Mr. New, there is no driving, period. Is that understood? You're not to drive any motor vehicle. Well,
Can you at least stay home, Judge?
no, I don't want him driving any vehicles.
I think he drove his car here.
Well, he can have somebody come and get the vehicle. If I had concerns about him being on the roadway, if I didn't have concerns, I wouldn't have imposed a condition. It's alleged, as APA stated, that he hit an individual with his car. And then after she yelled out, yeah, you hit me, he continued to drive the car, hitting her again. He hit the individual allegedly twice with the car and then made a callous statement about even hitting the individual. So no, I do not want Mr. New on the road at all, period. No driving, Mr. New. Is that understood?
I got a question.
Sure.
Can I ask a question?
Sure. You might want to ask your attorney first, because what you're saying, you have the prosecutors all around you and you are being recorded. So what you say can and will be used against you. You can ask any question you want, but you may want to run it by your attorney first. That's up to you.
So, I hear the court and I believe the concern is valid because when it's based upon what we've heard. But I do believe that in that Mr. New, because he doesn't know how to Zoom, he does the next best thing and just gets down here because he knew he had to be in court. So his license is valid. So I would ask that at least he not be put in a situation, he doesn't get along with his neighbors. I would ask that he at least not be put in a situation where he has to figure out how he's gonna get home, that his car gets impounded. I have no problem with a prohibition against driving once he gets home. But I would ask at least to be able to drive himself home.
No.
I don't know how he's gonna get home and get his car.
Well, I don't want Mr. New on the road. He can take a bus home, he can call a friend or family member. There's a number of ways. He could take a taxi or an Uber or a Lyft, but I don't want Mr. New on the roadway. He allegedly hit this individual twice and then callously made a statement that he did not care. So I do not want Mr. New on the road. Period. No driving. Is that understood, Mr. New? If you leave from here, it's a violation of the bond, likely to get you arrested and put in jail. So no driving, not from here, not anytime told otherwise. And no alcohol, no illegal controlled substance. Okay, that's perfect.
I don't use drugs and I don't drink.
I didn't say you did. Let's just keep it that way. Thank you, Mr. New, for that information. You're not to purchase or possess a firearm or any dangerous weapon and have no contact with Tanisha Davis during this bond.
I don't speak to nobody.
Okay, just keep it that way. No contact means no contact of any kind.
Gun threats at me.
Okay, well, just have no contact with her of any kind, orally and writing through a third party. Don't go to her place of residency and no forms of social media. Do not go anywhere near Miss Davis or the 5228 Crane. Is that understood? That's her address.
So you're not gonna go over to
At all.
Stay at your home house. Okay.
Okay, and don't go anywhere near Miss Davis, like your attorney's saying, and no driving. Understood? Until told otherwise, Mr. Mr. New, no driving.
I got a question.
Okay.
When they call the police, they're less than 5 minutes. I call the police arrest me and take me to the crazy house, take me to jail.
That's a statement.
It's frustrating that, and that's what we talked about before. We're gonna try to figure out some ways to try to get you some more assistance, Mr. New. I know it is frustrating. I believe the court appreciates the frustration that you're expressing. So we're going to keep working on it, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Good luck, Mr. New.
All comments, viewpoints, interpretations, and insights expressed in this video are for education and entertainment purposes. All individuals featured in the video are to be presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Please do not attempt to contact, locate, or engage with any individuals featured in the video.